get me some water. Hey, y'all. It's Nicole from Divine Creations. How y'all doing today? How is your Friday afternoon? And as most would say, TGIF. Hey, S. Marie. How are you, honey? You are the first one in the live, honey. I appreciate you so very much. Hey, Miss B. Baskets and more. Good afternoon to you, sweetheart. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you so much. We're going to work on these today, you guys. We're going to try to, because this was my very first attempt. It's not perfect. So we're going to learn this together. I hope y'all don't mind. I actually took the, hey, Miss P Creations. I actually took the idea to my sister and asked her opinion. Yeah, my glasses is filthy. And actually asked her opinion about, you know, the concept and should I do it, because it was a couple of projects I wanted to do for Father's Day. For those of you know that for Christmas I made a Nike shoe. It did sell for Easter, actually. It sold for $14 for Easter. And I also made a hat. Not a baseball hat like a lot of the you know, people are doing, not the baseball hat, but I made like a more of a casual hat. Hey, Alice, how are you? Welcome to the live. And the hat sold for Easter as well. So me and my daughter thought maybe we should make some more of those. I haven't even had the time to, I ain't gonna say the time, because I took a couple of days and chilled because I am currently at 99 gifts and only have a few more to you know, wrap up and put together. And I'm waiting on shrink wrap. I'm waiting on, I gotta go get some more paper, packing paper. Hey V, how are you? Welcome to the live. I don't know how to twerk, sorry. So as you know, you guys, we were making this for our craft. We chose to do this for our craft instead. I bought a bunch of cardboard so that I could do the other ones, but didn't. Congrats on the 99. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, Monspez, how you doing? Hey, Miss P said, hey, S. Marie. So we're going to work on these little tuxedo, small, inexpensive gifts. Charge about $8 for these. Something that a kid can pick up for their dad and present it to their dad for Father's Day. Okay. So I hope y'all hang in there, because again, I only did that once and I watched the video when I did it. So I'm not watching the video now. And making that cone is not the easiest thing. So I also got a request when I put this out here. I put it on YouTube and I asked other people's opinions about creating these tuxedo candy bouquets. And a lot of people said, yes, it's a great idea. Some people said that they were going to do it themselves. And so, and with my sister's opinion, Salome, I decided I'm going to go ahead and make these today. Because the rest of my day, I'm going to have to spend getting ready for my baby shower that I have tomorrow. I have to make balloons, blow up balloons, put them in a bag. So when I get to the venue, that I will not be trying to blow up balloons while I'm there. My balloons are already blown. And I'm going to bring other balloons just in case balloons pop. So, And then I have to make some balloon columns for the middle of the table. So that's what we're going to be doing later today. So I said, but let me get on here and give my basket community time because I missed y'all. I chilled yesterday. I watched a lot of y'all on your pages, but I watched you on TV. I did send you a like. And you guys are really coming up with some really good concepts and ideas. And Pooh is in the building, y'all. Yes, Pooh. Yes, they asked me to teach me how to twerk. I don't know nothing about twerking. Okay, so we're gonna start to try to do this. But one more thing, someone asked me if I could do them in different colors. She would like to see the concept done in different colors. So I'm gonna show y'all the papers that we have here. We have the black that we're going to do, and this is cardstock that I'm using. So we are going to do the black. My sister ordered 3 of these in the black and white. That's what she wanted. So we're going to put together 3 of these. The thing about what my sister girl, I'm telling you, I can't do no twerking. I can't. I'd have lost that. But I was a great dancer when I was younger, Pooh. I won all the little dance contests and everything. I was so good that people wouldn't get up and compete against me anymore. So I still can do some of those moves still today, but I just don't show that side of me. That's why I love Miss Marie's videos, because she get up there and she do her thing. And I be so inspired, but I don't get up and do it, y'all. So maybe one year y'all see that side of me, but not right now. I gave y'all the singing side, which most people don't get to see of me. So I do share my singing side with you guys. And my crafts, okay? I am banned. I see you be twerking, Pooh. You be doing good, girl. Look, I got just as much junk in the trunk as you do, but I just don't know how to move it like that, girl. Okay, so we got the black that we're going to do. We're going to try a white on black tuxedo instead of the black. Wait, we did the white on black. We're going to do the black on white. I also pulled out a sheet of blue that we can test and a sheet of red that we can test. So most likely the blue may be white on blue and the red may be black on red, okay? So the first thing that I learned about creating the cone is that you have to have a perfect size square in order to accomplish it. So we're going to start with our black. And our tools for today is going to be this cutting board. Okay? Cutting board, double-sided tape. I got my hot glue on the side just in case the double-sided tape doesn't work, because we're not using tape anymore. And we do have a little tape just in case we need it. We have some scissors. And then we have our cardstock, okay? Did everybody get those items that you need to create these? So the first thing that I did was I measured the short end of the cardboard or the cardstock, okay? And so it measured out to be 8 inches. But if I'm taking it from the tip of this, it is 8.5, okay? So the long side, I want to cut the same as the short side. Hey, Kim, how you doing? Beautiful baskets, honey. You have been jamming over there. Okay, so we're going to cut this to an 8.5. And I'm just going to put a little slit in there. And my machine is going to do the rest to ensure that I get an even cut. Okay. I'm going to turn this down a little more so y'all can see it. See what I'm doing? So I got to find my slit. Line my slit up with this line right here. This is the cutting, the secure line where you should be cutting, or where the blade is going to cut. And I want to line that up, and I want to make sure that my cardboard is pushed all the way to the back evenly on each side to ensure the proper size cut, okay? Okay, so that's pushed all the way back. I'm going to close it up, and I'm going to take it to the top without pressing. And then you press down on here, and it cuts. Gives you a perfect line. Okay? So I know I need to make 3 more of these, so we're going to go ahead and repeat this, okay? We're going to keep this. Hey, y'all. Thanks for the K. How are you, honey? Okay, taking the long side. We're measuring it up to an 8.5. And I need to do one more. And we're just going to cut all of them, you guys, because I'm not going to keep going back to use this tool. Okay? So we're going to do the white. And this is the prep for the cone. Now, what I saw online was the lady used a 20 by 20 sheet. And I didn't have any 20 by 20 sheets. So mine's are smaller than what the video looks like. And then we're going to do our red. All right, so now we're going to use our tool. Hey, LBE. Just stopped in to give you a like. Says, love you. About to get ready for my husband and I anniversary dinner. Yay! Congratulations, honey. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy, enjoy. Stay in love. All right. So now we're going to use this tool to cut where we put our line. Okay. Push it all the way up. Get your line under here and cut. And these make perfect cuts, you guys. Only way it won't make a perfect line is if you're not lining it up properly. Okay? Alicia said, happy anniversary. Pooh said, I'll twerk for you. As we say, happy anniversary, LBE. Enjoy. Pooh, what we making before our drive? I have to finish preparing. We're making the bouquets. We're making the bouquets. Be careful driving back. All right, there we go. Everything is pretty much the same. As you can see, some of them you can see on the edge. That means they're a little bit longer than the others. So my measurement is off just a tad, but the lines are perfectly straight, okay? So that is all we're going to use for that tool. So we can put that to the side, out of our way. Anybody else have one of those? Hi, KOK. How are you? How's the family? Where's yellow? I don't have any yellow. I don't have any yellow paper. Because I could have did yellow and black, but I don't have any yellow. Erica says, hello, everyone. Happy birthday, Pooh. Have a great time, Yelena. It's your birthday, Pooh? Today is your birthday? All things with K said, thanks, Erica. Sunday is your birthday. Okay, remind me to come on here and sing Sunday for your birthday. Okay, said, hey, everyone. Okay, so we have our first piece. The second thing that we need is the necktie. I don't remember the measurements that I did for the necktie. But I am just going to fold it in half and hope that it's big enough. And I'm using my nail to put an indent across it, front and back. That way I can just tear at the materials instead of cutting. Okay, they may be a little off because they're not exact measurements. So that's 1, 2. How many am I making again? I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 6 shirts. That's 2. Both of them is off. And we're going to do one more. So most of the videos that I watched when I did this bouquet, a lot of the, I'm going to post some pics of the suit and neck, the decor I did for my husband's birthday party. Oh, I would love to see it. You're putting yourself on poster board. Nope, this is cardstock. This is just cardstock. Okay, so there's our 6 pieces for our neckties. I mean, our shirts. And then we need pieces for our neckties, which I'm going to see if this is even going to work. If it's big enough. If not, I may have to cut it big enough. So let's test it. So you're supposed to take your... No, it's too narrow, I think. Let's just try it. You're supposed to take it, cross it, and then cross it again the other way. And I got to remember which side to cut on because I don't remember, y'all. So we need an ink pen, which I didn't grab. Okay. And we are going to draw... Ooh. We're going to turn it this way. And we're going to draw part of the necktie. So we're going to go about 1 inch And then we're going to go around like this. And it's supposed to actually be not that shape. It's supposed to just be around like that. I think. Okay. And then we have to cut that part. Again, I've only done this once, so I may have needed to cut the other end, make another line on the other end, but I'm not sure. Okay. Nope, that's right. So this is what it should look like. It should be a little bigger. Actually, no. This piece right here is supposed to be the opposite end. So make your circle first and then your line. I tried. And it has to be a connecting part, right? So it can't be a piece that doesn't connect. So let me try one more time. Again, this is test and trial for me. Okay. That's not gonna work, is it? Nope, that's not gonna work because that don't connect. Unless I should have this one's a little thicker, so let's try this one. Fold in half. Fold in half again. It'd probably be better if you make a good little square instead of this shape that I have, but this is extra material that I don't want to waste. So I want to start at the end that has all of the connections. And we're going to do a circle and then a line. I think this is it. Okay, I think that's it. I should have did this one offline before I came on to remind myself which way to cut it. Let's hope this is right. Open it up. I think that's right. No. That is not right. This is the correct way. I'm sorry. I did do it the correct way the first time. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you so much. I think to be honest with you, I think I have to do a line, a hump, and a line. I think that is the way we're supposed to do it. Because you're supposed to take the two tabs, fold them in, and they're supposed to be the same as this side. And you still have your little bow tie, okay? So this is partially right. Partially right. We're going to try that again one more time, okay? All right, let's fold it. And fold it in half. I should have looked at the video before I got started. But y'all see, this is how we learn. That's right. Practice gonna make perfect. Ain't that right, Kay? Okay. I only watched the video one time and got it. And then I haven't done it in a week. So trying to figure it out is crazy. Okay, so a line. A hump. and a line. I think that's right. It's not probably not the right size, but the right concept, okay? And hopefully I should be able to repeat it on this end. Let me see. These don't connect. These don't connect. All right. A line on each end. And a circle. It should be bigger though. All right. I think this is what we're supposed to have. And this gives us this, okay? And then you take the middle piece, middle tab, and put it in the middle. And you take that middle tab and you put that in the middle. And bam, there's your bow tie. I did it. I did it. And that is the proper size for the one that I'm doing. So we got our bow tie. Okay. So this is our stencil. Lord. Took a lot of trial and error, but we got there. Okay. So we're just going to cut a couple of more of these when we get to that part into some squares. Okay. All right. Woo, y'all, we did it. So time to say yay. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is a black one. And actually, I need a white bow tie for this one. So let's do the white one. Since y'all see me do the black one and I have a bow tie. No, I need that stencil though. Y'all know what? Let me try something right quick. The stencil. We're just going to copy our stencil. That's what we're going to do. Instead of trying to double it, we're just going to copy our stencil. That way we can make several of these instead of folding. I got that over too far. Dang it. Okay, so we know that is our stencil. Okay, so I can use this bow tie. And this is our white piece. So the key is to hold your paper like this at an angle. And to get your cone, to create a cone, you got to get it to come together. And you have to get it to come together right in the middle at the end. And it's not the easiest thing to do in the world. But the best bet is to kind of fold the tip so you'll know where the rest of this is going. And pull this part up. You don't curl that part. You pull the part up. You curl one part, pull the other part. And get you an angle, okay? So let me get some double-sided tape. Once I figured out where my curl is, where my curl goes, I'm going to put it on the back of this right here. You just gave me a good idea for some concepts. Yay! At Pooh, I didn't videotape the creation of my suit and bow ties. I just have pics of them. Okay, the final project. Because you know what? When you're creating, it is really hard to like do this type of craft in front of people when you're creating it in your mind, right? When you're trying to get it from your mind or from the concept or from the idea or for the vision, however you want to say it is, and to get it actually on paper, to get it to be developed, put in 3D, it's not something easy to just come on camera and do, right? So you have to practice at home so you look like you know what you're doing. So I put the double-sided tape on that side. And then I'm just going to pull this part up like that to make my cone. Okay. So we're going to put double-sided tape on here. Because what I used on the first one was tape, and I just taped it down. And that's not what I want to do. So I want to pull and there we go. There's our cone. So this part is still sitting out. So you can use glue gun. A glue gun is probably going to be your best bet. I think I'm running out of glue. Okay. So there's your cone. So that's our cone for our first one. Let's create the rest of our cones to make sure we have it down pat. This is going to be cute. Yes, ma'am. Let's create the rest of them so we'll know we have this concept down pat at a triangle. Okay. And we're going to curl one, pinch your bottom part in half so you'll know where, pinching it at the bottom so you'll know where your crease is going to be. You can start from this end if you like. So I'm going to curl it in. Give me my glue dot. Okay. And I want to curl it in. Okay. And let's do our glue dot. This glue dots ain't no joke. All right. And let's pull it up. I didn't tuck mine far enough. I didn't tuck my end far enough. Okay. There we go. Kind of tuck it tight, okay? And then pull that part up. Make sure that this piece, that the top piece meets. I can't do it from the angle, y'all. Once you have, I just realized something. Once you have it sealed on this side, undo the other side and stick it to the wall of this one, okay? Because you need that space. So if you keep it like this, it's gonna mess with your space. So you want to undo this part and just stick it to the wall of this, okay? So there you have your space to put items in, okay? Yay! How many you're making? So my sister has an order for 3. Someone asked me to do some in different colors, so I'm going to do 3 more. So 6 total is what we're trying to do. Y'all, God is so good. I struggled way more. I struggled way more than I did. And this is why I say glue dot it first, because it'll keep it in place. The glue dot will come off, y'all. And we'll need it anyways. But I struggled the first time I created this one. When I created this one, I struggled. And there's some errors in what I did in that one. I just have to figure out how to correct them, okay? This one stuck on my finger too long. Okay. So hold your crease. Curl it tight. Hey, Get Picked It, how are you? Hey, Yavina, how are you? Welcome to the live, ladies. Again, you can just do a glue dot if you like. Come on. Pull it up. For some reason my thing dented in right here. There we go. Oh, y'all be careful with it because it look like once you get a dent in it, it's there. The dent is there. Okay, that's 3. Let's see if we can move a little faster. I'm gonna pitch our end. And we're gonna do stuck on my skin. Pull it up. Excuse me. Didn't tuck tight enough. Gifts and gift baskets of all occasions. Hello, welcome to the live. It went all the way around, y'all, on this one, so I'm just gonna close it up. All right. There we go. Now we have a blue one, you guys. So we want to pinch. Turn this over. Hold on. Oh, see, this me trying to move fast. There we go. And we're going to do one red. When did they have that? Yvonne say, when do you get your glue? Where do you get your glue dots? Amazon? I used to get them from Temu, but right now I'm not trusting shipping and stuff like that. So just going to Amazon. All right, there we go. And I pushed in the piece there. I need to push in this piece. This piece came loose. Let me take that, push that piece in. That's in. That's in. Okay, so we have all of our pieces done. Okay, all our little cones done. And now we need to do the shirt part of the t-shirt. So there's two things you can do for the shirt part. One is you can create another cone and put a cone inside of it. That's not what I want to do. Mine is going to be really simple. We're going to cut this in half, which I'd prefer to measure these out a little bit. And we're going to curl it like this. We're going to stick it down in here. And we want each side to touch each side, okay? So, but before we put this piece in, I'm going to go ahead and cut all of them in half. Because all of my shirts are going to be, let me see what size this is. Again, that's an 8.5. So you want to do, let's see, it's almost like a, I'm going to do a 4.5. Or because all of them aren't equal sizes. And technically, I probably only needed to fold 3 of these to make 6, okay? So I just want a really straight cut. So we're going to use this to make a straight cut. That's too small, I think. Nope. Crooked. Okay. Okay, we have all our pieces cut. Hey, Katrina. All right. So all of these are cut to fit in the collar of the shirt, okay? So before we fix the collar of the shirt, we have to fix our tucks, okay? So we have to cut the middle of our tucks down. Try to cut them all the same. Okay. And then you're going to take this piece and you're going to fold it. I'm going to cut that inner piece off. Okay. And we're going to do the same for this side. We're going to fold it. Because that's what you want to do to your tucks first, okay? so let's give all of our tucks a collar. Try to use this as your middle point of your tucks, okay? Don't look at where the seam is. Just, this is the middle point. And hopefully I get it. I'm cutting it all the way down, folding the first piece over, cutting the excess piece out. Folding that piece over, and then we're folding the other piece over. And again, this flap is too far over, so I'm going to have to cut it. Okay, there we go. That's the opening to our tucks. Let's do it again. Oop. Be careful not to tear it like I just did. Just fold down. Cut the excess out. And this time I'm going to actually cut the inside part out because it is too short. And this is the right size. So you have to make those adjustments as you go, okay? There we go. There's our tux collar. And I'm cutting it the width of the scissors. So everybody's scissors aren't the same size. So okay, cutting off the excess. Okay, there we go. One, we got two more to do. Anybody having any difficulties following? And here's our blue. Now we're going to see if our blue is forgiving as black is when it comes to error. And I'm using my finger to push in where I want it to crease at. Okay. Fold it out a little bit more. Okay, there we go. So these are our tucks with our collars to them. So again, the next thing to do is to put the shirts in. Okay. You're going to cuff it like this. Good instructions. Thank you. Hey, Crafty Leo. So we're going to cuff our cardstock and slide it down into your this is a tricky part because you have to make sure that it's lined up like this. Okay. Okay. So use your glue dots on the inside to make sure that they're stuck together properly. Oh, I'm like, why it's not sticking? Because it's on my finger still. Okay. Okay, that's one side. And then on this side, you're going to push it down till it meets and it's flush. Okay? Don't pay attention to this piece here. You're more than welcome to cut that piece. I just folded it down. Okay, so you don't see it that much because it's a part of the construction that's going to be hid by all kinds of stuff, so you don't have to worry about what this little piece like this looks like. What you're worried about is this piece right here. Okay, so let's put our shirt in each of the tuxes with collars. Put your glue dots on each inside piece. So right here, where the crease is at the top, that's where you want to put your glue dot. Okay? And then you want to bring this centered. Okay, you want that to measure up. And you push that one down to meet the other side, okay? Glue dot. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't know the measurements of this piece. The cone is a 8.5 by 8.5. This piece right here is a 5.5 by 6. So it's a little bit longer. 5.5 by 6 for the shirt. I need to write this down if I'm going to ever do this again. Let me write this down somewhere. This is going to get thrown away because it's full. I got to find a place to put my message, though. That's my ministry on the top of that. Oh, I have this piece of cardboard right here. We're just going to... Sticky note. Let me get a sticky note. Where is my sticky notes? I'm going to find some glue sticks. This say utensil. This say stickers. So my sticky notes should be over here. I think I'm out of sticky notes. I promise y'all I have sticky notes. And I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen. Is I'm going to find my sticky notes another time. But until then, I'm going to put the instructions on one of these little stickies and stick it to the side over here so I'll have it. So, Tux is a 8.5 by 8.5. The shirt is a 5.5 by 6. Whew, okay. Because if I don't write that now, y'all, I'm not gonna... Oh, that was weird. Okay. I'm not gonna know later. That's my card stop. Okay, let's finish these up. Sorry, I had to make sure I get those instructions real quick. I need to get more glue dots. I'm running out. Nicole, where did you get your glue dots? I got them from Amazon. Got them from Amazon. I got 1,000 dots, which is like, I think like 10 of these with, or 20 of these with like 100 to 200 or something on a stick. So it's not much as you think, as much as you think it will be. All right, let's get our glue dots going. And don't rush it. Y'all saw what happened when I was rushing it. Okay, there we go. I think we got 2 more, y'all. 2 more to do. Then I gotta go upstairs and check on something. Yeah. Oh, she has the fruit? Yeah, I was going to take her to the store. But somebody else took her. I have to go do the treats here. So, you can send my dad to go get it. Okay. All right. Let me get this over here. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I guess we have 2 more to do, y'all. Sorry, I thought I had did. Oh. 2 more to do. Did y'all get those measurements? I just ordered me glue dots and should be here this weekend. Nice. Because, honey, I have become a glue dot lover. I used to use tape all the time. And like, I ain't spending that money for glue dots, honey. I will. Yes, I will. I like the way that glue dots magically make things look like they are seamed together without the glue. Without the tape, I mean. I'm just going to cut this, y'all. There we go, little tip. 1 more. Hopefully everybody has... Oh, that is done. Let me get another thing with glue dot. And I'm running through these real quick, y'all. I'm running through these real quick. I then became a little dependent on them, I think. Cuff it. Slide it in there. And then you measure it up to it. Now this tells you that my side is off. If I pull this down to meet that, then that looks crooked. So my side is off a little bit. So I put my glue dot back a little further. Okay. All right. We have all of our shirts in our tuxedos and our collars. So now the next thing we want to do is we need to make a collar. Hey, Shy. We need to make a collar for these shirts. Now, if you want, you can stop here and you can just put a bow. Where's my little sample bow at? What do I do with my sample bow? If you want, you could just do it just like this. You do not have to cut and make a collar if you don't want to. You're more than welcome to just glue it on like this. Okay? That's up to you. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's less work, but I like the effects of what we're doing next. So we're going to cut that as well. And we're going to flip this. Oh, I need to cut it a little more. And we're going to flip this. Uh-oh. As you can see, I tore mine. We're going to flip it over to the tux. And even though I got a little tear there, the tear is going to go away because my tux, my bow tie will go in the front. Okay, so be careful not to tear. Cut down far enough so it doesn't tear. Okay. Okay, so we're giving them all a collar. So let's give them all a collar. Okay, cut this a little more. Okay, so you see a problem right here? This is longer than the actual collar. We want the collar to sit in here. So we're going to cut this. Everything doesn't always come out perfect. You got to be willing to make some changes. Okay? And on the white on white, you really can't tell. But on the other ones, you'll be able to tell. Okay? Okay? Again, we got the same problem here. So I rose that part up too much. Okay. This is probably going to have the same issue because I see it's crooked. Yep. There we go. And one more. There we go. All right, so now we have all of these done. All our shirts have a collar. Our suit has a collar. And now we need to make bow ties. So I've decided to go a little easier route. And I need 1, 2, 3 black bow ties. This is one of them, so I need 2. And then I need 4. I want a black one here as well. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do 5, 1 white. We're going to do 2 white. Okay. So we need 4 black and 2 white. So we're just going to trace these out. Actually, I did a red one traced already, so we're going to keep this one. So let's trace out our other ones. You can tape these on the end so that they don't move. So when you're tracing them, you won't make a mistake. There's 2. I moved it. First one I did so well. Three. This is the cheapest way to do it this way. Once you get your outline and all your bows will be the same size. Okay. And this is right on the edge, and it shouldn't be right on the edge. It's going to mess with the shape of my bow tie. But let's see. Okay, let's cut these. I need it 4. Hey, party girl. Could you say, are you using cardstock for both tuxedo and shirt? Yes. Thank you for asking that question. Yes, ma'am. That's what it kind of looks like. This should be more curled here. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. And I'm just cutting them as I am trimming them. I said, cutting them as I'm trimming them. I'm cutting them along the trim. And this is making the actual bow tie. And I know it looks weird as you're like, I could do a bow tie much easier than doing all this. If you can, go for it. I'm just going to cut right up the middle on this one. You're welcome to just draw a triangle on each sides and turn around and just cut the triangles out and put a dot in the middle. Some people could do that. You know, for the red and blue tux, you could always do the opposite colors bow ties, and it will be red, white, and blue. Hey, there you go for the holiday season coming up. Yes, ma'am. Finally, I feel like I've been cutting forever, y'all. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut in the middle of both of these, there and there. And we have these two pieces. And you're going to bring in the tips into the middle of the paper. And you got a bow tie. Okay, so let's finish cutting the rest of them. And we're going to finish out our bow ties. And I know a lot of us is not trying to do, you know, projects and stuff for Father's Day due to the way things sell. But I just want to make sure that I'm putting in the same effort for Father's Day that I would for any other occasion. It has nothing to do with if fathers deserve it or not. It's about wanting to make, one, established customers who understand that we give quality work no matter what the season is. And number two is we want to build that rapport with our fathers. Because I'm going to tell you, they are our biggest customer. When it comes to Valentine's, it's the men that's out there really buying for Valentine's. When it comes to here in Michigan, we do Sweetie's Day. And it's supposed to be for the men. But sometimes the women can hog that holiday as well. And then Easter, they're out here buying for the kids. And the moms do too for Easter. Don't get me wrong. But our men, they spend money on them women for Valentine's Day or for their birthday or, you know. So there's my faux bow ties. This one I already have trimmed out. So let's just go ahead and use this one. I'm whistling my nose, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know why. My nose is whistling. Whistling Dixie. And again, you can cut the paper in, you could cut the paper in half, fold it in half 4 times, make half of the shape, and then cut it out. To me, that is a waste of materials because you can only do it to the connecting end of the paper that you folded it on. So, to me, this is better. You know how to make the shape. And we're going to do one in blue, okay? Okay, now we're going to do one in blue. All right. So I'm going to keep this for future reference. I'm going to actually stick these together when I put them in a little bag. So I remember my measurements. I'm going to put this in a little pouch. I'm going to put these all together so that I can keep my measurements together and keep my... I don't want to have to do this stuff again, y'all. Put it in a small Ziploc bag and title it tuxedo bouquet. Okay, that's my preference, so I don't want to do it again. And the rounder your edges are, the better your bouquet will come out. So mine are a little off. Not your bouquet, your bow tie. Okay, the better your bow tie will come together. But again, I have to also perfect this for myself because I have not perfected this. I'm learning and I'm showing y'all as I learn and how I make it my own. There's not many videos out there on the tuxedo thing. The ones that I found is all in Spanish. I think there may be one that is not in Spanish and it's on fast forward. So it doesn't really give you measurements. So I had to just watch the video and then do it. Joy with Jenna. Hey, girl. Hey, man. Maria, how you doing, honey? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Katrina. It's okay. I just means you're whistling. I guess so. Okay, you guys. So for my tucks, we can tape them together. So get your glue dot. Put one right in the middle. Okay. Fold that one over to the middle. Leave a little bit for the other one to connect. And that one in the middle. And there you have a little bow tie. Okay. The bow tie is not completed, but let's just move on to do the rest of them. Put it in the middle. Fold it over to the middle. Fold your other one over to the middle. And there you have your bow tie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you guys are able to see what that is? Again, stick it in the middle. I think, I don't remember her name, but she says when she do her glue dots, she stretch her 6 615 Baskets. I think that's who that is. She stretches her glue dots. So I have been doing that. So shout out to 615 Baskets. In this process, that works because I'm able to get both of them on the middle of my thing. Okay. You know what's so funny? She said, I'm whistling while I'm working. Do you know I can't whistle? My husband can whistle, and I can't. All right, so there's a part of this bow tie that is missing. And the part of the bow tie that's missing is the centerpiece that goes right here, okay? So, I'm going to measure what I see. Let me start at 1. Start at 1. So not quite 2, like 1.5 inches. So I want to use this again. And I don't know if I can cut a 1.5 inch on this. I'm going to try. Let's see. So that gives me a straight line. And you just take this piece. It's still too big. So let's cut it down some more. It's tricky with this machine to do it this way because even though you get a nice straight cut, if you're not measuring it properly, you're not going to get a nice straight cut. And I can't put it back all the way back there. So this is in half. This might be too small. Not really. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to use these 2 pieces here to put on our black. It's about 1 inch. It is 1/2 inch. Okay. So you're going to take another glue dot. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to put it in the middle again. Okay. And you're going to take your dot and you're going to put 1/2 of it on there. Take it around. Try to be in the middle as best as possible. You're going to pull it tight and press on that part and then cut. And there you have your bow tie. Let's repeat that. Don't forget to write down the bow tie, the bow measurements. I do have my shirt. Well, I have my sample in here for my bow because I don't quite know what measurements I have here. Okay. So from that piece that I just cut, again, halfway. Pull. pull it around, push it down, and cut it. Okay. We have one more strip. Hopefully it's long enough to do the same thing. Halfway. Pull. And there we go. As y'all can see on this one, I made it thicker. Excuse me. I made it thicker, so. And I didn't secure down any of my snacks yet because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to put in here. I was just showing you guys a sample of what you could put in here. So a lot of people was like, put it on skewers. I don't want to wait. Put a piece of foam down here. That's materials that I have to pay for. Put it on a skewer. Don't want to pay for those materials either. So these are good enough to just glue dot into each other, okay? You stick some paper, use some of them grocery bags you have. Shove the grocery bag. They're free. They're materials that's taking up space in your house. Shove them down the bottom. Put some shreds on the top of it and glue dot these one to another, okay? Okay, those are our black ones. And now we need to do our red and blue. And we're just going to do white as well. I was going to change up the colors, but we're going to do white as well. Because I want the bow tie to be, the white part of the bow tie to be the same color as the shirt. So you guys are more than welcome to change the color of your shirt. Like that white one, you could have did a black shirt. And y'all can see my thing is getting smaller and smaller. All right, there we go. So the next thing for us to do is to put our bow ties on here. Okay? Stick a glue dot on the back. And you decide where you want to put your bow tie. So you can put it up under here because you want to show the shirt. Me, I like to put it right in between the two. Okay? And we just hold and press. Try to make sure that it's straight. Hold and press. And there we go. There's our bow tie. Our tuxedo bow tie. So let's do the rest of them for the middle strip. Oh, yeah, I need the measurements for the middle strip. Well, the middle strip will be whatever the measurement is that of that width that you have. So this part right here, that piece that you cut is going to be the width, okay? My last one ended up a little skinnier because I didn't cut it straight, but it's okay. If you're not a perfectly straight person, then this project is a little forgiving. It's a little forgiving. Okay. And remember, I tore this one. I ripped it a little bit, so I definitely want to hide the rip. So I'm going to pull that up just a little higher to hide my error. And there you go. Now you can't see my problem that I had. Okay. And on this white one, we're going to do a black one as well. Oh, wait. We're missing a middle piece for this one. What did I do with that last little strip I had? Here we go. Didn't realize that I skipped one. And it's going to look skinnier than the rest of them because that's all I got left. In the grand scheme of things, it's not really going to matter. Okay. And I'm pressing really hard. What's going in them? So that's the next question. So should we do the blue? And the red? Or should we keep it red on red, blue on blue? You guys vote. I'll put the glue sticks on the back. Color on color or mix? That's the vote. Color or on color or mix? Go ahead and vote. Put it your comments in. Color on color. If you agree that blue should go on blue and red should go on red. And mix if you think we should mix the ties. I'm loving the blue color tuxedo. Yeah, it's nice and bright, isn't it? And you can do these in any color. Somebody asked me when I did the sample, I don't remember who did, asked me what would this look like in a different color. So that's why I decided to do it. My sister was like, no, keep it black and white. Keeps it more sophisticated, you know. Color on color. We got one from BT Flowers. Hey, BT Flowers, how you doing, girl? That's one color on color. I'm going to go with BT Flowers vote if no one else votes. Steve Harvey would love all those bright colors. Yes, yes, he would. Wouldn't it be nice if I stuck a Steve Harvey wallet in this? Color on color, color on color. All right. Thank y'all for your votes. Let's do color on color. All right. Color on color. I got one opposite. So color on color beats mixing them up. Okay. All right, there we go. And I'm just going to fold that white piece down back there because it was really loud. Okay, so now my sister, I showed my sister the candy and she said, you know what? I don't want candy in mine. I want socks. Maybe a sample lotion or sample hand sanitizer or lotion or cologne or something like that. So we're just going to do a couple of samples. I don't know which ones I'm going to do. We're going to shove these with some bags right quick, not use my paper. We're going to shove them down in there because I have bags. Tons of bags. All right. So I'm talking about these bags right here. These grocery bags that y'all use. Listen, if you don't want to do it, use your newspaper, use your construction paper, use whatever paper you want to use. But I'm using this. One bag to shove all the way down as far as you can shove it. Okay? That's all it takes. One little bag. They not going to know that you use the bag. Okay? It also helps make the shape firm. Okay? You can use your foam if you want to. I'm not wasting that material. I'm just not. Because this is a cheap. It's $8 for this. You know, it costs me. It takes me about an hour to do all of these. And how long I've been on here? An hour and 30 minutes to do all of these. Well, I'm going to say an hour because I did some talking beforehand. Okay? What about cutting a piece of floral foam, putting in the items on skewers? So that's what was said to me earlier. The items, to me, and you're welcome to do that, but the items, what I'm charging for these bouquets is not worth the extra materials. It's just not. I'm charging $8. Why would I put foam in here, skewers, cardstock? This is free materials. They not gonna know. How they gonna know? Oh, that feel like a receipt up in there. Nope. This one's really big, so I'm going to go with the yellow. Hopefully we won't see yellow. So when they grip it, there's a nice firm grip on these. Look how ashy my stuff is. I'm with you when you're right. Okay, $8 ain't much. No, you don't want to waste your materials on stuff that you're spending. You're spending that big be the case. You're spending more on materials, and now you're gonna have to charge $15 for something that nobody really want to pay for. Now, when it comes to putting in colognes and things of that nature, this right here is $8. This is just candy in cardboard. Maybe you can get away with charging $5 for this, but because I put the labor in, I charged $8. At first, I was going to charge $10 and $12, but then the more I looked at it, like, am I really going to pay for that? Am I really going to spend $12 on this to give to somebody? No, I'm not going to do that. So I think $8 is enough to pay for my craft, my time, and a few items that I have in it. And that is just the candy, okay? Start asking them is all I can say. Okay, so I got it from customers. I didn't decide that. I asked them what they would like as a gift and what they don't like. Kay, you are correct. I showed this to my sister, and my sister said, nope, I don't want candy in mine. What I want in mine is some socks. I want maybe a little sample of cologne, things of that nature. So those, of course, are not going to be $8. Those are going to be more. So she challenged me. One is her husband's. She wants a pair of regular socks and a pair of dress socks. I do not have dress socks, so I will not be doing his. So his is black and white, so I'm going to put that to the side. For her son, she wanted socks. Oh, what did I do with the... I got to find the list. She wanted socks and... She said no hand sanitizer because they're mechanics. So they wanted some hand cream. So let's do one with socks and a hand cream in it. Okay. We're going to do some shreds. Okay. Going to do a little shreds because we keep it, so, you know, like a holiday look. So we want to keep some shreds in here. So that's some materials that you have to pay for. If it's anything that I hate to spend money on, it is spending money on an item that is going to be thrown away. I hate, it drives me crazy. I hate waste. You get some socks. You can do a soap and a washcloth. Let's see what socks I got left. Okay. So we got some Adidas socks. Her customer asked for socks. Put the beef jerky. You can put beef jerky in there as well. I don't have beef jerky. It is truly up to you what you decide to put in the basket along with the gift. Okay? So there we go. We got socks and we got Dove. You can put a bow or a ribbon on here to give it a little bit more decoration. That is turning out really cute. Thank you. Okay, so you can put a pair of socks and some Dove in here. So I'm going to say the Dove cost $125. The socks are Adidas. They are $2. That's $3.50 right there. So you know this is not going to be $8. This then becomes like $10 to $12 gift. Okay. You can stick a piece of chocolate in there at that time if you like. You can stick a piece of chocolate in there. It's up to you what you want to do with what you have. There's no rhyme or reason, no right way, no wrong way. There's whatever it is that you feel. If you just have stuff sitting around that you want to get rid of, little samples of this, samples of that, get rid of them, stick them in these little items. Get rid of them. It's cute. Thank you, Crafty Leo. How would you secure the sock and bigger item? So technically, they're in here, okay? Because it's squished down up in here. But you can tape, or you can do the double-sided tape. I don't know if the double-sided tape will fit the sock, but let's try it, if it'll help. Okay? So the sock is in there now. And as you can see, this stays, but you can put a little piece of double-sided tape in there on the side to secure it. Okay. So you're going to secure it to the inside of the bouquet. Okay. So you can do sweets or you can do, and these are not in there. I just threw these in there so y'all can see the different items that you can put in there. Okay. You can go get some of them little shots for guys who like to have a drink and put a shot inside of here with some socks or with some underwear. Anything. Sky is the limit what you can put in here. Katrina said, okay. We'll definitely add a bow to the socks. Yep, you can add a bow to the socks to make it look more like a gift. You're welcome. So you guys have fun with it. There is no rhyme or reason or why these items have to be candy, have to be whatever. You can put whatever it is in here. I don't smoke weed, but for those people that like that wrapping paper for their weed, if you support that stuff, you can shove that stuff inside here. I don't support it. I don't buy that stuff. Are you going to shrink wrap it? No. I am going to put it in a, let's figure out which size bag fits. I don't think this will. Okay. All you need to do is put it in one of these 6 by 18 or something smaller. These are some of the bags that we got from Amazon. Okay. And just shove it in there. Push down your collars so they can go in. There you go. Now you don't need to put a bow on the sock. You can put a bow right here. Okay? Tape. Fold your sides back. I'm going to tuck this, pull it up, and pull it over. I'm actually going to tuck it again because I don't want it to wrap all the way around. Let me put the turtle in first and then we got it. And you can turn the sock up to the side that, wait 1 second to put this on the inside. Stuck to my skin, y'all. So do this before putting it in the bag. Okay. There you go. I don't have any black. Let's see if I have any white ones. Gold, blue, red, green. I have no white bows, which is crazy. Not to have any white or black bows in this whole pack of bows. So I'm just going to do a little silver bow on top just to show y'all that you can wrap these up. These are great gifts for the kids to purchase for their dads. It's not too expensive. They may have had a little savings they wanted to save and put away to get their dad something. These are pool bowls from from Amazon. They're small. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe 100 little pools. If it says. It is 72 piece wrap bowls. This is the SKU. So if y'all want to get these from Amazon, I'll try to add them to the description. I wasn't planning on using these, so I didn't put anything in the description really. They come in multiple colors. Okay. And you just pick which one, multiple colors you want. They got pastels. These are the primary colors, except for it has the gold, silver, and the gold, silver, and yeah, it had gold and silver. So it doesn't have any black or white. There we go. Okay, so you guys can do something like this, or you can do something simpler and just put a bow tie at the top. You can use one of your washcloths. So say you do a soap and a lotion. You can use your washcloth, make it a bow tie, and stick that on the top instead of doing a bow. Okay? You're welcome to do it this way and tie your washcloth on the top. Okay? Put a piece of soap, hand cream, or some kind of lotion. Your washcloth will be your bow tie to close up your bag. Okay? So it all depends on how you want to do what you're doing. Again, it's no rhyme or reason. There's no, you have to do it this way. It is easy. It is simple. Put the flowers. Men never get flowers until it's at their funeral. So I did a concept where I put a flower in there and somebody said, take the flower out. You don't need the flower. The men don't need the flower. So it depends on what you want to do. Hi, Hope. We're making tuxedo candy bouquets. And I just showed them how to create the tuxedos. We got red, we got black and white, we got blue. So you can do it in multiple colors if you want. You can keep it black and white and keep it sophisticated. Or you can do the other colors and make it playful. They wanted to find out how you're going to wrap these. You can just, like I said, these are 6 by 18 bags. Order you some 6 by 18s. And there we go. Oh, okay. Okay, you'll do the rewatch to see that part. Okay. Thank you, honeys. I've been watching your videos too, girl. Are you doing your, you're not doing your haul until Monday, Hope? Because, honey, I saw that blessing. I saw that blessing, baby girl. I like the washcloth better than the pool bow. I actually do too, but I didn't think about it till afterwards. And you guys are more than welcome to even put a balloon on there. So I have these Father's Day balloons. They're regular balloons that just says different things. This one says best dad in the world. See, that balloon says that. And you can actually feel the indent of these. This one says Happy Father's Day. I think there's one more. Super Dad. Okay? So you can put balloons on them if you want. You don't have to. You can't. Again, it is up to your discretion what you want to do. You can put, go to Dollar Tree and get some of the shoe kit stuff, like scrubbies for the shoes, sponges for the shoe stuff, and give it as a shoe care kit for our guys who love gym shoes. I wonder if they fit the Bath and Body Works free bags. I have some of those. Those bags are 7 by 14. And those are bigger. They're wider. They may be an 8 by 14. We're just going to stick the cone down in there so that you can see. Okay? So they do fit the Bath and Body Works. You're just going to have to fold it in. And your items can't go past the tip of that. But yes, great question. How you doing, my sweet Nessa? Okay. So I don't know if you guys have any of those small Bath and Body Works items let me show y'all a sample. So I have some of these, which we wouldn't use for the fathers, but let's just see how they would fit in one of these combs. Now, again, that's pushing the price on these items, okay? That is really upping the price to these items. It's about what people are willing to pay for. So if you have something that is small, if you have something that is small, so that little set could fit in here as well. Okay, you have to glue everything down. And then you can use your Bath and Body Works ties in here as well. Okay, so again, these are $15.95. So you're going to charge at least 40 bucks for this. My question is, who's going to pay 40 bucks for this small item? Who's going to pay for it? Even though I got these samples for free, didn't cost me anything, I could decide I'm just going to charge $25 for it. They may pay $25 for this, but above that, they're not going to want to pay for this because of the size of it, y'all. Okay? They may pay $25 because you got 3 pieces of Bath and Body Works in here. They'll be like, yeah, I might be able to deal with that. Okay? So you can use any of those small items, any of those small items that you have from any store that has the small oh, this go. I also have, but this would up the price. I also have some of these small bags, nice and sophisticated. Again, gonna up the price to what these would cost. Yes, they're gonna give off a nice, elegant look. Look at there. Just think about your items inside of there. Doesn't that look nice? Just think about your items inside of this bag. But now, again, it has upped the price. Okay, now you did up the price again because you got these nice, sophisticated bags in here. Okay, so nice and sophisticated, yes, but the cost of everything now, okay, now you're up to $50 pretty much, $45, $50 for this. It's about what you think your customers will purchase. It's about what you think, how far you can go with this creativity, with housing it, creating your colors, the items you put in it. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. You could also do a bag of popcorn, which you would have to take the insides out. You can shove a thing of popcorn in here. If you bought some of those popcorns from Target. If you bought some of these popcorns for Target for the Easter clearance, you can shove your popcorn in here, put a bow tie on it, put a Father's Day tag instead of this tag. Y'all, the sky is the limit. She said, oh, yes. Just jumped on, but I'll watch the replay. Thank you. That's my crafting hut, y'all. Say hello to my crafting hut. Marvell, how are you? So the sky is the limit. These right here, you could charge $5 for this. Let the kids pick it up for their dad. Take some popcorn home to dad. The sky is the limit. Let's not limit ourselves on what we think should be in here. If you got a more bougier dad, you can put some cheese chunks in here with some of them little cheese things in here. Put a little sample bottle of wine in there. You could do small items of football teams. Yes, because Detroit Lions have the magnets and the potato chips. You could do all of that. I mean, the potato chip clips, you know, you can put all of that in here. The sky is the limit, you guys. And so I'm hoping that some of you are going to get creative with me and that you are going to try this, do a video on it, show us what you put inside of these things. You can put a couple of kitchen utensils. You can put some barbecue sauces and stuff like that for dad who likes to barbecue. You can put some of the hot sauces in here. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. You can even do like Nessa did. Put some female panties in here. That ain't for the kids though, y'all. Okay, that's not for the kids to purchase. But put you some chocolates or some Cool Whip and some panties in here. Happy Father's Day. Okay? Y'all, listen. The sky is the limit. The sky's the limit. So what do y'all think of this live? I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are encouraged to step out of our comfort zone and do something different that we don't normally do. Okay? And just let's get creative. Stay creative. Keeping our customers in awe of the things that we do for them. Okay? Dollar Tree will be a great place to buy the little things. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, like those little tools. You can do the little tool set, not the toolbox, but just small tools you can stick in there. Different types of beef jerkies. Panties sound like making them a new better make a time. Okay. I love it. You guys just remember, anything goes. Look, we have the little Ben Sherman oils. You can put a razor in there. Put a towel in the back, stick it in there, okay? It's so much we can do. So much that we can do. Look around for your smaller items. I'm knocking stuff over. Put you some Dove in there. with a little dove round circle. Like, my God, that smells so good. That smells so good, y'all. Oh. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. Okay? You can just do this if you wanted to. Throw in another piece of chocolate, a couple pieces of candy, or something like this. You know, whatever it is you want to do. Yes, be with care. Yes. Anything you want to do, you can do it with these. They're unlimited ways that you can use this. Throw some chapsticks up in there, some hand sanitizers. Whatever it is, you know, you don't want to put this, but I'm showing you what all can fit in there, what sizes can fit in here. You can put multiple things. Like they have the Vaseline that the men like. You can put some Vaseline in there, you know, different types of stuff. Different types of stuff. Lip gloss. That's my lip gloss, y'all. But that's all that I have for y'all today. I have fun making them. I'm glad I got it out the way. I got to go work on my I got to work on some of my other items. I think for my sister, I may go ahead and put these in here. That's for my nephew, y'all. That one right there. This one. This for my nephew. But I'm going to keep this back. I'm not going to keep this in there, in the bag. But I want to put these together so I can remember to use it for her husband. The black one, to use it for her husband. She wants 2 pairs of socks in there for her husband's. That's this one right here. And then she wants one for her father-in-law. That's the other black one. That was next. Okay. This is already an order. So, one of them is the $8. The other one is $10 and one is $12 for my sister. Okay. But now that I have these, we're going to figure out what's going to go inside these. And you guys will see in a video. Probably tomorrow because I don't have time to do it today. But I wanted to make them and get them out the way. Okay? So probably not going to do the popcorn. Even though the popcorn was a really good idea. And don't forget your washcloth tuxedos as the top part. Okay? The sky is the limit. And I hope you guys reach for it because I love y'all with the love of Jesus. Don't forget, you guys, I appreciate you coming and watch this video the whole 2 hours. If you've been here, you are a superstar. And if you haven't, I appreciate you anyway. I love you with the love of Jesus. Y'all don't forget, be divine. Bye.